things that will hold you back in business is this fear of visibility, of sticking your neck out and doing the things that make a modern business successful. And I had to deal with that one for sure. And one of the reasons for that is that I grew up in a family where kind of you were mocked if you tried something, or if you were a little bit different. It was always a case of looking for a weak spot. And this happens in a lot of families. I was having a little chat with a friend a while ago who had rather a sheltered upbringing, and she was saying, "Oh, I'm always so kind of like a bit, not jealous wasn't the word she used, but like, of how you do your makeup and blah, blah, blah." And I remember thinking, well, nobody taught me this stuff. I had to go through the mockery and the humiliation and the having holes poked in you and all the rest of it. It's part of my life. Nobody showed me how to do these things. Largely, I taught myself a lot of things or figured it out, and there wasn't the internet back there and a damn load of tutorials either. When I experimented when I was a kid, you were made fun of. It's like I remember the first time trying green eyeshadow and stuff, and one of my sisters, it's like, oh, cat eyes, and you got all kinds of, stuff thrown at you. So what you can learn when you're very young is that being different or trying something different or experimenting is something to be mocked and humiliated for, and that leads to you to not trying. It leads to you just thinking, well, I better just stick to wearing these hand-me-downs and not try anything different. You know what I mean? Funnily enough, when I did get my own clothes and I was choosing my own stuff, they would be pinched. So I must have had some taste or something going on. You know what I mean? I remember sending my niece on a rescue mission once to rescue a skirt that I had that had migrated to my sister's house. I don't think her mum spoke to her for days when it was discovered. But what I'm trying to say is, that can lead to you as an adult being very self-aware in a bad way, in terms of going out in your garden and experimenting with your planting, or having to do something with your car in public that everybody might be watching, and waiting to jump on you and humiliate you, because that's kind of what I had to learn how to deal with. And even to this day, there's a little bit of it there, a little hesitancy over, I'd rather nobody was watching me, I just want to tinker with things in private. And it's because when you were a kid, you were mocked and humiliated for trying to do something, for failing, for having something a bit different. If I tried to show a bit of vulnerability, it would be a case of, oh, I'm glad I don't have that, or I'm glad that's not me. You didn't get that kind of sympathy. So that can be where it stems from.